Now, there is a difference between a total collapse and a small collapse. If you have a balloon and you increase the ambient pressure on the outside of the balloon will collapse a little bit. And if you lower that external pressure, it can return to its previous size and volume. So just because I say that there will be a collapse in America does not mean that America will go through a total collapse. In fact, it very well could be a collapse that stimulates an immune response that causes us to become stronger. Another caveat is to what I said earlier about first strikes. If you're going to inflict a disciplinary action, which is what America needs to do for the CCP, taking all of the money we've given them for consumer goods and products and used it to try to create military weaponry against us, that deserves a disciplinary strike. And there's a difference between a disciplinary correction and a first strike at war. And if you're going to do something like this, especially with something of much larger size and scale, it needs to be immutable. You know, like you're cutting off more than just the knees. It could be a focus. You know, you got to save your first strikes for your most potent, poignant things. This has to be properly engineered, so size and scale, everything of maximum effect. You only get one chance to kill your giant, and if you just piss him off and make him stronger and more prepared to defend against future attacks, then you did it wrong. So if America is going to do a first strike or corrective action against China, it would need to be very, very well engineered. Like the most engineered. And most likely it would go for the modern cities and leave the agrarian countryside alone. But you never know, there might be a need for more than that. There could very well need to be more than just cityscapes targeted. I'm thinking the most powerful attacks we have are biologic, custom gene attacks. Anyways, I just wanted to give a little more clarity to what I was talking about earlier. America doesn't necessarily need to consider it a first strike. It could be considered a corrective action. And it needs to come from the whole world. The whole world needs to see how communist China has taken our consumer dollars, not meant for war, and they converted them into a war machine. That deserves a corrective action.